Main streets and back roads of Vermont, Monday at 7:30.
From Fairway Sports World in Natick, today our defending champions Scott Rondelli of Derry, New Hampshire, and Don Santiago of Falmouth face the challenge of Ron Stockton from Malden and John Shepard of Everett, here on Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding. Good afternoon. Thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. It's time for doubles. It's time for these gentlemen to do their thing. Let me break it down for you, just so you're familiar with what happens if and when we crown our winners at the end of our show here. $500 for each of the winners, $300 for the runners-up. And, of course, if you can roll off consecutive marks, you get $50. If you get 3 consecutive strikes, you'll get $1,000. That is a very simple breakdown, but the game is very complex. It is very exact. And these are the practitioners. Gentlemen, the stage is yours, please.
There we go.
You're looking at Scott Rondelli, who'll get us all underway. That's a sweet way to start it. John Shepard wearing the blue Challenger shirt today. Scott Rondelli's high single is 210. His high triple is 479. His average is 123, and he starts the match off by marking in the first box. John Shepard's high single is 185, a high triple of 442, and an average of 120. He gets his team off and running with a 9. We've got May off and running too, huh? Starting to get warmer. Stay out at night and play ball with the kids, huh? Scott Rondelli's follow-through is so powerful that he actually followed through and hit the ball return with it. A lot of pin action, but the 10 didn't get struck, didn't fall down. He filled his spare with a 7. It did not pick up the 10. Santiago and Rondelli have opened up a 10-pin lead. We've rolled 2 frames here in the first string. It's a sweet spare leave. Waits for the wood to settle into its rotation. He delivers and delivers. Couldn't quite get the action out of it to take out the 7. So John will go back. Clean it up. And it's a 9 ball. Didn't get it. Ralph Stewart sits there shaking his head. No. Scott Rondelli is so powerful. He's going to knock over the whole ball return. John Shepard has himself a sweet shot to get his team back in the match. Scott Rondelli is allowing him to. Shepard walks through. Started slowly, but the 3 box hit a 9 and the 4 box is marked. Scott Rondelli leaving a very open, just knocking down 5 pins in the 4 box. Wow, so powerful when he delivers. She's teetering, but she won't totter over, and he'll fill it with a 5. Be a tough shot. Still a tough shot. Scott Rondelli finishes it out with a 10. John Shepard got a lot of action on it, but left a couple of them standing. Each man has done his thing for the first time here this afternoon. The team of Santiago Rondelli are defending champions. 53 pins, Shepard and Stockton knocking on the door with 48. We'll be back. Ron Stockton with the blue shirt on. He's behind Don Santiago, who's rolling for his team. We start the second half of the first string.
Mix it up. Come on.
Holy cow, a good start. Don Santiago has a high single of 200, a high triple of 464, and an average of 124. And there's wood to be used. He uses it, then marks in his first box. And Ron Stockton should and does as well. Each man has gotten off to a pretty quick start here. Better fill for Ron Stockton. He fills his with 8, 7.
Come on, Johnny. Come on. All right, Ronnie. All yours, kid.
Ron Stockton with a high single of 188, a high triple of 462, and an average of 120. Draws a bead. And leaves a pin.
All right, big stick up here, Ryan. All right, Ryan, nice catch.
So Ronnie Stockton finishes out his box with a 10, and Don Santiago leaves it a 9. A 1-pin difference. The challengers, Shepard and Stockton, with that 1 extra pin. The 9 stayed. He has a chance at a spare. Most of them stay. Well, there are easy ways to get him and there are hard ways to get him. No matter how you get him, you get him. Don Santiago got his. It's marked here in the 8th frame. Ronnie Shepard does not. Ron Stockton does not. One pin separated these two, and in the 8th box, with Ron Stockton delivering a 7, and Don Santiago working on a mark. He hasn't blown his ball. It's an opportunity to reassume the lead, which he has done, and he has a decent spare lead, although there is wood in front. It's a good spare lead for Ron Stockton, too. Each man looking a good shot to mark the frame. This will be the tougher of the two. That's why it's the tougher of the two. There's that one piece of wood sitting in front of the 10. Blocked his way like an offensive lineman. Now, if this game were easy, I could do it. A couple of 10s in the 9th box for each man. The difference is 10. Santiago and Rondelli have 10 more pins. 102 to 92. It's the last frame of the first string. Oh, I tell you, look at the protection around the lone soldier. A tough pickup. Each man looking at a difficult shot. That is not an easy shot for either man. Don Santiago gets his. There is wood between the two pins, and there's wood Just to the side. Goes in smartly. That leaves him with, at best, a 10 in the box, which is what he gets. And a 102 for his team through the first 10 frames of the first string. Now, Don Santiago still has an extra ball to roll. His team already with a 10-pin lead and an opportunity on this ball to expand that. Expanded by 5. We have completed the first string here. 117 to 102. Santiago and Rondelli with a 15-pin advantage. We'll be back and see what the next and final brings for us. Please come back. A program reminder as you watch John Shepard roll his first ball. We won't be with you next week. The Indianapolis 500 time trials will be in our time slot next week, but we'll be back the following week. What an effort! The 10 shakes the ball. Scott Rondelli. He just made the spread eagle. I haven't seen it in the time I've been here. I've looked at it a million times on the alley, but I've never shot it. I'll tell you that right now. That is a terrific piece of tape. A terrific piece of work. Meanwhile, Scott Rondelli knocked out all 10 pins. John Shepard completing, knocking out the spread eagle. He's got a bonus ball. Smooth, soft, goes in. Leaves himself with the 4 horsemen, the left and the 10 pin. We have an even, do we have an even match? We don't have an even match. Separated by 5 pins. The champions have a 5-pin advantage through boxes scored. Scott Rondelli with his second straight 10. What John Shepard did in taking out the spread eagle is a type of shot that could lift the team. The second box didn't take advantage of the momentum, posting only a 7. There's a 13-pin advantage for the champions, Santiago and Rondelli. Well, Scott Rondelli will get an opportunity to see if he can take out the spread eagle as well. You see what John Shepard has to take out. There's wood in front. There's wood alongside. The only clean spot's right between them. See if we can see it twice inside 2-3 frames. Nope. Second straight open frame for John Shepard. Scott Rondelli leaves it open as well. But his team has the advantage. An advantage of 12 pins. We have rolled 3 frames here in the second string. We have 7 to go. Big back swing with the arm. John Shepard. And Ralph Stewart's going to go back and dress the lane, if you will. Neither man has an easy shot in front of him, dude. Scott Rondelli will want to bring it left to right. It did not. John Shepard has some wood there to use, and it's used as a plow. Scott Rondelli throws a strike right down the middle. Each man posting an 8. The difference remains 12 pins. We have inched one frame closer to the end of the match. John Shepard and Ron Stockton have an opportunity to unseat our champions. Just haven't done it, and the champions have an opportunity to knock them out, and they haven't done it. Smart bowling, though. Go after the clump, the larger clump, a greater number of pins. John Shepard goes out with a 10. Scott Rondelli scared it over. So Ron Stockton will step up. Don Santiago will step up. We have 5 frames of bowling to go. We have 12 pins that separate the championship team of Santiago Rondelli and the challengers of Shepard and Stockton. And Ron Stockton will take his first shot at it. Decent one. Don Santiago comes real strong. Ron Stockton marks here in the 6th box. Don Santiago marks here in the 6th box. Time for the fighters to move to the center of the ring and start punching each other. Whoever wins this match, remember, will be the champions on our team when we resume the fall schedule. Oh. Ron Stockton looking at a tough one. There's wood in front. There's wood around. He uses the wood and marks for a 2nd consecutive time. And so does Don Stockton. Don Santiago.
All right, Ronnie, come on, right here, kid. Send the ball.
These two fighters have moved closer and closer, matching effort for effort. He fills his mark with a 6. Don Santiago with the bonus ball fills his with a 6. Leaves himself 4 horsemen right side. Well, knocked down all but the 7. Missed a 3rd consecutive mark. Did Ron Stockton by just inches. Don Santiago has a shot at one. Didn't make it either. There's wood in front of the 7. Could be tough. Takes it. It's a 10 in the 8th box for Ron Stockton. It's an 8 in the 8th box for Don Santiago. So here's where we stand. We have 2 frames of bowling left. We are separated by 11 pins. Spare leave for Ron Stockton. The measure of Don Santiago. Tough. There's wood down, and there's wood out. And that's how you make up an 11-pin differential. Put the pressure squarely on Don Santiago's shoulders. Don Santiago finishes the frame out smartly with a 10. He maxed it out. That's as far as he could take it. Now the bonus ball. Bonus ball of Ron Stockton. Needs a big ball.
Mix it up! Take another. Come on and take it.
Shakes. What are they, nailed? Well, I'll tell you. I'm surprised they're still standing.
All over it now. Come on.
After he hit the head pin like that, I'm surprised those are still standing. Anything's still standing. Needs the spare to have the shot at winning, and that will not allow this team to do it. Don Santiago gets the spare. Ronnie Stockton finishes it out with a 10. Well, that is it. Don Santiago, if he wanted, would have an extra ball, and he will take it. A gallant run by Ron Stockton to bring his team back. His team posts a 119 in the second string. They have a collective of 221. And Don Santiago leaves himself with a spread eagle. It didn't matter. He filled it with a 4. His team posts a 113 in the second string, and they have survived. 230 to 221. Santiago and Rondelli move on, and we will chat with them in just a minute. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Candlepin Doubles. One of the best parts for me at the end is always to get a chance to talk to the bowlers and get to learn about them. But the funny thing is they don't like posing for these pictures. Come on in, come on in. It's get nice and tight and close and know what's going on. John, first I have to ask you, I haven't seen anyone pick up the spread eagle. What is it? Did you say I'm going to go get it and went and got it, or what?
Yeah, and then I'm going to throw a hammer on it, but I forgot to do that.
Have you ever done that before? You must have done it before, right? It's a rare shot, but it's a pretty shot nonetheless.
Some luck involved.
What did you, is it an empty feeling not to have won today? I mean,
no, it was good to be here. Get it out of the system, you know?
Yeah.
It was good.
And it's not too bad. You get $300 for being our runners-up, too, huh? And our thank yous for being here. We'll be back. The message has been served. They'll be back. That's what I love about this sport. These guys reach across and congratulate each other. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You have bowled well to win. You have bowled not so well to win. How did you bowl today?
It was tough. It was sticky again. Had a tough time. But we pulled it out.
Sticky again. We're going to have to buy him some new shoes. With all this money he's winning, we'll make sure he gets de-stick shoes, right?
I'm sure he can afford some right now. He's winning enough money here. No, we had a rough time on I think it was 3 this time. Last time it was 4, but it was tough. It's worth it. I'm glad we've been bowling together for a while, and I'm glad we're on a winning streak here, and hopefully we can continue.
It's tough. It's been worth it. The winning streak has continued so far. I'm Ed Hardy for Candlepin Doubles. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks. Remember, we're not here next week, but we're back the following week. Bye-bye, everybody.